Hello everyone, welcome back to another attacking puzzle. We can see that we have this amazing bishop pair pointing towards the king. We have this really advanced e-pawn. Our queen is on the second last rank, being a menace. Our rook is pointing at the king. So all our pieces are at their optimal best positions in my opinion. The move I immediately see is bishop e5, threatening to capture the rook and win the knight. So after bishop e5, if black tries rook f8, protecting the knight through an x-ray, then we can play this move e7, and the knight would be hanging, both the heavy pieces would be hanging, and black cannot take the queen. So the position would just collapse for black immediately. But after bishop e5, black can play the other rook move, which is rook e7, and the queen is simply trapped. If we try taking on f6, then after knight takes f6, notice of the mating square is covered by the knight and our queen has nowhere to go. So bishop e5, which actually looks like something I would play in a bullet game, actually loses immediately while still looking promising. So we cannot underestimate black's position in such circumstances, even though our pieces are far more superior than black's pieces. Black can always bounce back immediately. So what about the other idea that we previously mentioned, which is sacrificing the rook immediately? If knight captures on h5, then bishop e5 would simply lead to a checkmate, as there is nothing that can cover black's king. And if after rook takes h5, if g takes h5, then we can play bishop e5, and now rook e7 wouldn't work, as we can just capture. And after rook takes h5, g takes h5, bishop e5, rook f8, we have this move e7, the other idea, and white would be winning. So I don't quite see a proper response for black after rook captures on h5. So let's just play that and see what black does. Okay, black went black went on g4. So we have three options we can see: f3, g3 and e2. So king g3 immediately looks wrong, as after queen captures on d6 with check, king captures on g4, g captures on h4, king h3. Again, I don't think we have much there, as black can come in with rook f8, and I think black holds the position there. What about king f3? After king f3, black can decide to take on h5. Black would also be, and notice how the g4 knight is covering our bishop's access on this diagonal, which would just win the game. So after king f3, g captures on h5. If we play something like h3, then black has just queen f6, trading trading the queen, and black would be up an exchange. So that won't be winning. So what about king e2? After king e2, black cannot capture the bishop as the rook would be hanging, and if black captures on h5. So let's play the whole line. King a2, g captures on h5. Then we can play e7. And no matter what black does, black would lose. So that would be the solution. We can just take. Thank you for watching.